Female ICE officers, how do you feel about that?
I would probably argue it's not. I mean, do you have a family? Is
A
she?
female ICE officer with a family. Do you think that she's engaged in something immoral?
No, I didn't say it's
Or
immoral. I think
sorry. You're right. You didn't say that. You did say that their priorities are misaligned, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Would you say that the female ICE agent with a family has misaligned priorities?
Yes.
Okay. If Kyle Rittenhouse had been a woman or a teenage girl instead of a boy, would you be condemning them?
I'm not condemning anybody, but I would say, does that
or indicting their character, their actions, their choices because it was a girl doing it now instead of a boy?
Does that girl have a family?
Yes.
Then yeah.
Then it just comes down to it really just comes down to whether or not they have kids. And if she didn't have a family, then you wouldn't be criticizing them.
I would say it was a stupid move, but I don't think I would be as maybe judgmental. Correct.
Okay.
You're talking about people getting whipped into a frenzy, like a moral frenzy to go fight for some purpose that they barely understand. And I keep thinking like the war in Iraq, weapons of mass destruction. They rallied the men to go fight some conflict. They garnered my empathy with 9/11, and then they used it for conflict. But do you think that feminism, this whole bent, has made it so that they're drawing women into that frenzy? Because seeing women out on the street marching like this, it feels like, it does feel like, I mean, it feels like the United States is being manipulated by the world through the internet. Like liberalism is being obliterated with new ideas. And so I do think that people are like, yes, break up the family, poison yourselves, eat bad food. This is how we'll defeat you from within. But I mean, the argument I'm getting is that feminism has led to now enticing women into this toxically empathic state of being. Whereas they used to not give a shit. They wouldn't go out. They didn't. I mean, they did start the French Revolution. The women were the ones that went out because that when the food runs out, they went out there with their cookware and they were pissed off. But I mean, that was a really big deal. They ran out of food. You know, the women stepped up. I don't know. I'm asking you about your argument. Are you saying that feminism is making women crazy? Is making women severely empathic to a fault?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's appealing to. I think there's positive attributes to male qualities and positive attributes to female qualities, and vice versa. You can have what you call toxic empathy. I don't like the word toxic in general. I don't think masculinity is toxic. I don't think femininity is toxic. I think them aimed in the wrong direction leads us to chaos. As opposed to order and compassion in the right direction. I think these women are placing their empathy in the wrong direction because they don't, it is natural instinct, it is biological difference. Women are more empathetic,